kusema kwa niaba ya viongozi tofauti umewapatia nafasi wafanye kazi katika serikali yako hapa. Mimi na Mheshimiwa Chris na Kipto na Dr. Chris Kipto, Mheshimiwa Kiptanui, Dr. Susan Koech mwenyako hapa na former IG Boynet. Na ngoja kuna moja your excellency na Mheshimiwa Kiptanui, Susan Koech mwenyako hapa, nataka Susan na former IG Boynet. We appreciate you, lakini kazi anapenda. We are representative of the face. Pigia makofi Susan Koech, Deputy Governor Central Bank, anasimame. Boynet ako kwa ofisi yako, tupigie makofi former IG, tumpigie makofi Susan Koech, Deputy Governor Central Bank, makofi. Boynet ako kwa ofisi yako, tupigie makofi former IG, and hapa na Dr. Chris Kipto na Mheshimiwa Kiptanui, tupigie makofi. Chris Kipto alikuwa na wewe juzi, tupigie makofi. Thank you very much. All of us as professionals, Dr. Chris Kipto. You know your excellency, nikubalia tumpatie Chris Kipto. Chris Kipto alikuwa na wewe juzi, tumpigie makofi. 1 minute. All of us as professionals hapa tumesema asante sana. Nitakaribisha my colleagues. Nikubalia tu nimpatie Chris Kipto 1 minute. Chris please. 1 minute.
Your excellency,
but he's very brief. Alafu nitakaribisha my colleagues.
All protocol observed. Watu wa Elgeyo Marakwet. Hamjambo. Bwana asifiwe. Your excellency, Chamge President. Wamune. Bye bye. All protocol. Kumanga su rabochi kumia na walomite. Hamjambo. Bwana asifiwe. Chamge Excellency, Wamune. Just to say thank you. Bye bye. Because kumanga su rabochi kumia na walomite. You are a guest at Captain together with your deputy and many of the people. Mine is just to say thank you. You joined us for the Thanksgiving on 1st of July. Planted trees. And you launched a project so together with your deputy. You came, you joined us Thanksgiving. Bas, I planted trees. You launched a few projects. I would have stopped. Because some things are the economy. Bas, a lot of things which have been said here, MPs, I would have stopped. But because some things have been said about many things, the economy, allow me just one spending there. I had a lot of things which are conversation around generation of revenue about expenditure. Because our budget spending here, the one we passed was 3.7. I had very little conversation. Our revenue target is generation of revenue. So we have a deficit because our budget about 7. The one we passed was 3.7 trillion shillings. So to finance the budget is 3 we have to raise the revenue. So we have a deficit, and when we don't match the revenue with the expenditure, we have to borrow 8 billion. So for all to finance the budget, we have to raise the revenue from KRA. 60%. And when we don't match the revenue with the expenditure, numbers have been changed. But I want to confirm to you, Excellency. 60% of the monies that we get goes to pay from KRA. 60%, 30% goes to but I want to confirm to you, Excellency.
Beginning makofi Dr. Chris. Your Excellency, you came here to launch also a very important facility at ITRH, ITEN, County Referral Hospital. And my colleague, Susan Nakumicha, was there with you. I want to welcome CS Susan Nakumicha. Beginning makofi. Your Excellency, CS Nakumicha hapa ni kwake. in the program ile ya adoption of planting of trees and all that kuhakikisha hii miti imechungwa. She chose actually Embobut, Your Excellency, and West Pokot, Elgeyo Marakwet and West Pokot. So tupigie makofi Susan Akumicha akikuwasalimia.
Asante sana, Your Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya, Your Excellency the Deputy President, Your Lordship Bishop, and all leaders of Elgeyo Marakwet. Tumsifu Yesu Kristu. Wacha tusalimiane. Tumsifu Yesu Kristu. Daima na milele. Your Excellency, hapa Elgeyo Marakwet wamenipatia jina naitwa Chebaibai. Sababu mimi ndio mama yao ya kuhakikisha ya kwamba environment iko sawa. Lakini pia Your Excellency, nimetembea hapa Elgeyo Marakwet, hii ni mara yangu ya 3. Hii mpango ambayo umezindua leo ile hospitali, Your Excellency, ya mother and child, inapunguza vifo za wamama ambao tunapoteza wakati wanaleta uhai. Our national target saa hii tuko na 350 wamama ambao wanakufa out of 100,000 wakipata watoto. Hapa Elgeyo Marakwet wamama wale wanakufa wakitafuta watoto ni 450. Under universal health coverage, Your Excellency, zile nchi ambazo zimeachieve universal health coverage ni single digits. And that is where I want to take this country under your direction. Jambo la pili, Your Excellency, hapa ITEN last time nilipatana na Kiprotich ambaye anafanyiwa dialysis. He's a young 22-year-old boy. Na nikamuuliza kama ako na income, akaniambia yeye ako na pool table ambaye anatenza shilingi 200 kwa siku. Kufanyiwa dialysis, Your Excellency, ni 10,000 one session. Anafanyiwa mara 2 kwa wiki. Mwaka iko na wiki 52. Inamaanisha lazima akuwe na shilingi 1,000,000 ndio afanyiwe dialysis. Your Excellency, mimi naomba judges wajue ya kwamba Kiprotich na wale wengine wa Kenya wanahitaji kufanyiwa dialysis. Suluhisho ya hiyo dialysis, Your Excellency, ni kufanyiwa kidney transplant. Ile NHIF ambayo tuko nayo sasa hailipii, itakulipia transplant na haikulipii madawa ya kukusaidia baada ya transplant. I want the judges to know we have over 10% of Kenyan population on dialysis. They need kidney transplant. The current NHIF cannot take care of them. So we need the Social Health Authority ile itakulipia kabla upimwe kufanyiwa transplant, ikulipie transplant, ikulipie na madawa after transplant. Excellency, nashukuru Governor, community health promoters wangu hapa wanaendelea vizuri, amewapatia kits, amewapatia simu. Asante sana watu wa Elgeyo Marakwet, muendelee kuniombea na muombee judges. The preamble of our constitution, we acknowledge the supremacy of God. If they respect the constitution, they start with the preamble. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
Pigieni makofi Susan. Nataka nikaribishe pia waziri wa defense ambaye tulikuwa na yeye, ilikuwa ni kama mimi na Aaron na Ichungwa akiwa majority leaders National Assembly, nilikuwa Senate. Karibu sana majority leader, waziri wa defense. Pigia makofi.
Your Excellency, Your Excellency the Deputy President, viongozi wa dini, watu wa Elgeyo Marakwet, hamjambo. Salamu alaikum. Bwana asifiwe. Your Excellency, kwanza nimepata mawaidha mazuri leo kutoka Bishop Dominic. Kwanza ulisema tumshukuru Mungu. Lakini tunataka tumshukuru Mungu kila siku na kila wakati tukiwa manyumbani, siku wa hii hema pekee. Ya pili, ulisema yale ambaye yanasumbua Kenya. Corruption, impunity, and tribalism. And that is what I think our president is now dealing with. Your Excellency, Kwa maneno ya security, nataka niwaambie viongozi na wananchi wa Elgeyo ya kwamba as the chairman of the National Security Council, you, Your Excellency, and as the Commander-in-Chief of Kenya Defence Forces, you have given us firm instructions on how to deal with the banditry menace in the North Rift in the 6 counties. Na mwaka huu, we have a different strategy. We will not tell you. Muliona jana huko Kainuk, muliona huko Baringo, commandant wetu wa GSU wako hapa, Eliud is here, the CDF and the IG were here on Friday. Your Excellency and the people of Elgeyo, we will deal with the criminals. That one you can take it. We have firm instructions. Now, beginning this year, bunduki ni ya serikali na itakuwa ya serikali. Hakuna bunduki ya kuchunga ng'ombe. Tukikupata unachunga ng'ombe na bunduki, basi usilaumu security sectors. Mimi, Professor Kindiki, the whole membership of National Security Council, we have firm instructions from the President, and we have firm instructions as our Commander-in-Chief. Just, Your Excellency, I wanted to help my my colleague Ichungwa and Aaron. Hii maneno ya judiciary, Your Excellency, is because you have said you will fight with the corruption. And you have said you will fight with the corruption in the legislature, in the national government, in the private sector, in the county government, and in the judiciary. The rest of this other group, hawajaongea, it's only the judiciary. And I think my very good sister, Lady Justice Koome, even her predecessors did better. At least Dr. Willie Mutunga and Maraga confessed and are on public that there is corruption in the judiciary. She is even unable to do that. It's very unfortunate. And I attended both the function of Dr. Willie Mutunga and the one of Maraga. Her only message is pitieni barabara. Your Excellency, the two leaders will agree with me that in the 8 years I was a leader of majority, and I want the people of Kenya to hear, we lost close to 17 cases, bills that we have passed, both in the Senate and the National Assembly. And the reason why we lost those cases was a very important constitutional principle called public participation. So from the lower court to the Supreme Court, they were telling us, Parliament, you must make sure public participation is critical to legislation. Juzi, 3-bench judge on this housing levy said, go back, do public participation, and then the law will be okay. But the same judiciary that over and over and over were telling us, and it's true, it's in Article 10, that public participation is central to legislation. A judge in Kisumu is telling Parliament, don't do public participation. And even those lawyers you have seen, I look at those lawyers. It was more like Azimio rally, Azimio demonstration. You could tell the faces. I think the only senior counsel was Kalonzo. There was no senior counsel. There was nobody. You could tell. And Your Excellency, this corruption in the judiciary is an institution. The Omtata, the brokers, the cartel cannot go to the judiciary without the lawyers providing the conveyance. So, Your Excellency, even universal health care, housing was in the manifesto of when TNA and URP joined. President Uhuru Kenyatta, in 10 years with the deputy president, they were unable even to make amendments, and I can confirm as the leader of majority, to the even NSSF Act, to the NHIF Act. Kibaki could not transform our country because of court orders. Uhuru Kenyatta, President Uhuru, and Deputy President then, President Ruto, could not do it. And somebody has to do it. President Ruto, from 1st of January this year, and Your Excellency, I am happy. Be consistent. They want you to leave it and run away. You know, they want you to run away the way Kibaki ran away. They want you to leave it, you run away the way President Uhuru ran away. You are not talking about the independence of the judiciary. By all actions, you stood with the independence of the judiciary. Many cases were brought against this government the last 1 year, and you, including the CS, we will count them. And you said, let the rule of law take its course. But you came to these people, Your Excellency, just to finish, and you have a social contract with these people. Your manifesto is a social contract. And there's no way another arm of government can derail that social contract, that when you reach at the end of the contract, you have nothing to tell the people of Kenya. Universal health care, and I really want to urge Bishop Dominic, you are very strong stakeholders in our country. We want to hear your voices, you and your Muslim colleagues. We want to hear the voices of the private sector. Because what the president is saying is that we want to make sure each and every Kenyan, whether employed, whether in the streets, he can walk to a nearby clinic or hospital when he is sick and he can get treated. That the millions of Kenyans who have no shelter can have shelter. That is basically what the president is saying. So, Your Excellency, don't run away. You are saying, let us root out the few who are corrupt in the judiciary. There are thousands and hundreds of judges and judicial officers I can bet for who have got very high integrity in our country. But we're dealing with those who are corrupt in the judiciary. Deal with the corruption in national government. Deal with, in the cabinet you told us corruption will not be entertained. And we said, yes, sir. You said the same to the PSS. You've told the governors during the summit. You told the legislature when you make your address. Nobody is immune or sacred in this. Sisi tuko na wewe na tafadhali usitoke hata leo, ongea juu ya hiyo judiciary. So that the story keeps on going. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Pigia makofi, Honorable Duale. Your Excellency, I will be very brief. Kwanza, yes, Your Excellency, the first thing I want to say, thank you very much. Asante sana. In the year 2011, on 21st of October, you introduced me to this game of politics. Na kutoka hapo, you have mentored me through. I stand here, Your Excellency, in the same field where you gave me a chance kuongelesha hao wananchi, kusema asante sana. Thank you for holding my hand for the last 12 years. Thank you for mentoring me. Thank you for giving me a chance to serve in your government as your Minister for Roads and Transport. It's a great honor. Na nataka kusema asante sana. Your Excellency, unajua mimi ni mtu squatter kutoka Embobut. If you did not do what the Bible says in Matthew, you became like a mustard seed. Ile Biblia inasema itamea ikuwe mti kubwa na people can perch on it and it can be able to have life. Many of us are hanging on you because of the work you did across our country. You built a strong leadership. You came in and made a difference in our nation with an agenda. Na sisi tumepata nafasi to live our dream because of what you did to make sure that we get this opportunity. Your Excellency, mimi nataka kushukuru watu wa Elgeyo Marakwet. Mimi walinichukua, wakanichunga, wakanipigia kura for 3 terms, and that's why I have a chance today to serve here. So kwa watu wote wa Elgeyo Marakwet County amajala kongoi kabisa. Kongoi mkiaribo agabirwo kura. Mami betu nagatinye chini ya 75%, kia taune 75%. By the time ketere 2022, kiabirwo kura almost 90%. Kwa majala lecho kongoi kabisa. In fact, I am so attached to these people, Your Excellency. I can't imagine what will happen in 2027 ati sijui jina yangu haiko kwa ballot. I don't know nitakaa namna gani, lakini nataka kusema asante sana kwa ile kazi umenipatia, Your Excellency. Mimi nitafanya kwa bidii. Mimi nitahakikisha kwamba nimechunga nchi yetu kwa mambo ya barabara na usafiri. Your Excellency, unajua tuko na shida kadha ya mambo ya barabara. Hawa watu wa Elgeyo Marakwet County tumeketi chini na viongozi wao. Ukisikia wakiongea hivi, tumeongea na hawa, na hakuna haja ya kurudia hapa kwa sababu wewe ni rais wa Kenya, lakini umezaliwa sehemu hii. Kuna haja nikuje nikuhesabia mabarabara hapa. Na hakuna kitu yenye mimi naomba, Your Excellency. Ile viongozi wote wameomba, mimi ndio nakusaidia kutimiza. Sasa siwezi kuja hapa niseme utusaidie pale. Hawa ndio kuomba hivyo.